for coming back to the channel today. It's great to see you. I know some of you guys are probably coming here looking for a Just Eat It food video, but I'm making this video for my friends at Alders, Magnolia, where I live in a really nice 55 plus community. And we live in a 4-story building with interior hallways, and so we depend on elevators, most of us, to get up and down between floors. Some of the folks here are elderly and have trouble with stairs. So when the power goes out, many of us, not all of us, are kind of landlocked in our apartment. And so it's important that we have what we need in our apartment when the power goes out. For an example, last year the power went out for about 3 days, and I'll tell you what, it caused problems for a lot of us here. And so before we moved here, I downsized out of a house, and I had solar panels and a backup power generator, and I really never had to think about being prepared much beyond that, except for food, of course. But here, once we downsized and moved to Alders, all that's gone, and now I had to, kind of re-prepare myself for living in this apartment. We can't have power generators here because they would use fuel, and they don't want any kind of fuel out on your balcony for obvious reasons. It's a fire hazard. So I depend a lot now on electronic devices to be prepared for emergencies. And I kind of wanted to share my ideas because this morning when the power went out for about 30 minutes, and one of our safety monitors, Kathy, put out a notice on WhatsApp and said, "I feel like everyone on WhatsApp probably knows that tenants are supposed to provide their own safety measures in their apartments. This would include lanterns for fire outages." Okay. "Please never use candles. However, we still have folks with no access to WhatsApp, so please help your neighbors to understand this." I think there has been a bit of confusion because the safety team provides lanterns for only use in the hallways during a power outage. We are not given these for our personal use in our apartments. Thanks for spreading the word. So what I'm going to do in this video is show you some of the ideas of things that I've done in our apartment to help make us comfortable and keep us prepared for when the power goes out. And I hope some of you guys might find some of these things helpful, or at least a way to incorporate them into your own ideas for what you may want to use in your apartment. Okay, our safety monitor person here at Alders Magnolia, her message was mostly about lights, so that's where I'm going to start. And these are LED lights that I got for my apartment. I'm going to take a little break here and show you where I bought them. Alright, so I'm going to show you where I bought these lights. I bought them on eBay, and I think I got 5 2-packs, and they were, whenever you buy 2 or more, they were $17.09 per 2-pack. So you're getting this light for under $10, and it recharges on a USB port, and they give you the little USB wires, so you don't want to lose track of those. And the thing that I like about these lights is that they have magnets on the bottom, so they're great. I stuck 2 on my refrigerator to light my kitchen, and they have a little on the end there, you can see they have a little thing where you can, I put a little tack in both of my bathrooms, so I have one of these hanging in each of my bathrooms, and one in each of the bedrooms. And so you can see here, this is where they charge up, and they run, I found they run about 4 hours on a charge. You could also take them camping or whatever, but here you can see where they're hanging on a refrigerator, and that's what I like. And they also come with a double-sided sticker magnet, so like you could put the magnets on the wall with a little sticker, and then you could stick them to the magnets. But anyway, these are probably, in my opinion, better than a flashlight because they're stationary. I mean, better than a flashlight for lighting up your apartment. I tried to give a couple of these away at bingo. However, they got confiscated before they were able to give away. But anyway, you can find them on eBay. You can also find similar products on Amazon, and they're going to run you an average of about $10 a light. But I'd say if you picked up 3 or 4 packs of these, you'd have a pretty good amount to light your apartment when the power goes out. And we had that one power go out for like 3 days, so you're going to need a way to recharge these things if you're going to go more than 4 hours. But if you keep them charged up, like this morning, we had the power go out for about 20 minutes. I was able to run all my lights with no problem. And also, when the hallways go dark, we could hang one of these off of our door, and that would help light up our little portion of the hallway. Okay, now that you're back, I'm going to show you how these work. They're bright. It's like having a portable LED or a portable fluorescent light, but these are LED. And you can, I showed you I bought these on eBay, but you can find versions of this on Amazon and or eBay. And I bought like 5 packages so I can hang these around my apartment. And let me shut this off. See, it has an emergency strobe that you can use for emergencies or whatever. But here's the USB plug right here and the on-off switch. So you can charge these up on your computer. I'm going to show you a charging solution. These are rechargeable. You don't put batteries in them. And I have found that one of these lights will run for about 4 hours on a charge. So one of the neat things I like about it is they have these little magnets on the top and the bottom. So you can stick these on a refrigerator and or any metal surface. And they also come with little magnets with peel-off sticker, so you could stick them to a wall or really any surface. And then you put the magnets on here, pull out the stickers, and just push it up to the wall. And so there you have it. And then also they have this little hinge hanger on the end. The ones that I put in my bathrooms, I just put a little thumbtack in the wall, and I have one of these hanging in each bathroom. So really, if you get about 10 of these, you can hang one in each bathroom. You could hang 2 in your kitchen on the refrigerator. You could put one in your living room, and maybe one in your closet or your bedroom as you needed. But really, for the cost of a good lamp, you could have enough light in your apartment when the power goes out with just these alone. And when I start showing you my power banks, I'm going to tell you why these are a better solution than a plug-in lamp when the power goes out. So that's solution number 1 for a power out. And I'll be back with you guys and show you other things I got. Oh wait, I have one more thing I need to show you. You should have a good flashlight. This is a Nebo flashlight that I got that I like a lot. It's very bright, and it recharges. You can see the little charging port right here. It doesn't take batteries. I'm going to encourage you now, if you don't have a battery recharger, to stop buying throwaway batteries and start buying rechargeable batteries, because you're throwing your money away. Batteries are getting more and more expensive, and you should be able to recharge them for your devices. Now, these type of devices right here, you've got to have another way to charge them because they don't take batteries. And I like these even better because anything you can recharge without putting a battery into it is going to save you money. And there's all kinds of versions of good flashlights. I like this Nebo one. I think I paid $30 or $40 for it. But another neat thing that it does, you could use it in an emergency to light your area. Also, this is a strong magnet, so you could stick this on your refrigerator and use it to light your kitchen as well. But you want to have a heavy flashlight like this. It's probably pretty good for self-defense, but also something you can carry out of your apartment in the hallways here are dark when the lights go out. So now I'm going to move along to the next thing that I want to show you. Okay, the next thing I want to show you that I think is critically important when power outages happen, not necessarily in the winter time, but in the summertime, especially after a hurricane. The power may be off for sometimes hours or sometimes days. And so what happens after a hurricane is it gets incredibly humid. Of course, you can open your patio door and your windows, but it's still important to be able to move air around in your apartment to help you with your breathing. So I like these portable fans. They're USB and they're rechargeable because plug-in fans, they use a lot more power draw than do these USB fans. And you can see they have several settings, and then you can also raise them up. I can't really show you all of this fan fully extended, but you can put this next to your bed and have cool air blowing on your face, so at night if you're trying to sleep and you still don't have any power or no air conditioning. And here in Houston or Magnolia, it gets incredibly hot and humid even at night once the sun goes down. So one of these fans that I'm going to show you, I'm going to stop now and show you where to get this fan on Amazon. Okay, so I got two of these fans on Amazon, and they were $38.99 a piece, and so I wanted to show you. And there's other kinds of fans you can get for your apartment when the power goes out. It's just not realistic to run your air conditioner off of anything that I know of other than a generator. And of course they won't let us have generators here, and even if you did, you'd have a hard time hardwiring any kind of generator into the HVAC system to keep your apartment cool. So you probably want to have 2 or 3 of these portable fans to help keep the air moving and help keep you cool, especially for when you're trying to sleep. So I wanted to show you this option, which I recommend having. Like I say, at least 2 or 3 of these in your apartment. especially if you have any kind of breathing issues, and just keep your air moving. I have 3 of them in my apartment because I feel like that's what it might take to keep the air moving around and keep us comfortable. And then here's another fan solution that I like a lot. And these are called Sky Genius fans. And you can see, and these are only about $10 a piece. And they also recharge with a USB. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned that fan I just showed you. It charges with a USB. So, again, these don't take batteries. You can plug them into your keyboard or anything with a USB slot to charge them up. And the fan I just showed you will run about 4 hours. This one will run about 4 hours. That seems to be the magic number. And this little fan I like a lot because you can actually, you could clip it onto your, maybe clip it onto your nightstand or any place you can use this this clamp. They're great to have one of these in your car too, by the way, in case you're having an air conditioning problem. Okay, so you guys have heard me talking about all these little gadgets and gizmos charging with USB and having their own batteries, so you don't have to buy batteries at the store, because batteries are what's going to break you. But you do need a way to recharge these things. So probably the most critical thing you're going to want to recharge is going to be your cell phone. And this is a 20-watt charger. It's got a little USB port where you can plug it in. If you can get it open. Here we go. And it's got it's got a USB and a USB mini charger, so you can plug this into a computer. But really what you want to do is get a little converter that plugs into your 120-watt wall outlet, so you can charge this in the wall, and it's going to charge the fastest that way. But this is a unique one because it will charge another way. This is a solar charger, and you can see it has solar panels that you could lay this out. All of us here at Alders have a patio, and if you can get this up and position it as much into the sun as possible, you can charge this up. So if we're going a couple of days without electricity, or even 7 or 8 or 10 hours, you can charge this on your patio. Also, this is great on the windshield of your car if your car is positioned to where it's facing the sunlight. Now, one of these 20-watt power banks will probably charge a laptop computer 2 to 3 times, but it will charge your cell phone 10 to 15 times. So that's a handy little device. These are a little bit more expensive. I'm going to try to well, what I am going to do is all these things that I'm showing you in the comments section, I'm going to link to Amazon, to where you can go and pick these up, these sorts of things up, and you're probably going to get your best price at Amazon. And if you're an Amazon Prime member, you're not going to be paying for shipping. Okay, and here's another little power bank that you guys have seen me use. It's another 20-watt recharger. It will recharge your phone probably 10 to 15 times, and your laptop 2 to 3 times. And I've been charging cards. I've been using this on my card shuffler for a couple of weeks now, and it charges with a USB. And you see I'm only down to 98%. So this holds a lot of reserve power. And you could probably easily charge the little lights that I've shown you and the fan that I've shown you already, and your flashlight. If you have one of these and the power goes out for a day, you're probably not going to have any problems charging your lights and your fans and your phones with just one of these. But here in a minute I'm going to show you something that's even better that you should probably have around your house. Okay, here's what I really think is helpful to have in your apartment if the power goes out for, like, say, a day to 2 to 3 days. And these are Bluetti 600 watt and 268 watt hour power banks. And each one, most people would probably only have one of these. I got two because I like to have access to my computer, especially if the power goes down, so I can pick one of these up and drag it into the closet where the Wi-Fi is, and I can plug in the Wi-Fi to the 120 watt plug there, and then I can take the other one and put it with my laptop computer and plug it in there. So if your power goes down, even if your computer's up and running, without being able to power up your Wi-Fi, you're still just going to be playing video games on your computer. But if you want to use your computer to check on the weather or send email, or of course you can probably do that with your phone, but I like doing more of that type of stuff with my computer, especially my banking. I don't like using a phone for that. And so these are really great. Okay, for one thing, you can charge this up to 80% within 40 minutes. And all you do is you just plug it into the wall and plug it in there. It comes with a cord. It's got a circuit protector, so if you accidentally try to use too much power on one of these and you trip the circuit breaker, you can push the button to start it back up. You can also charge these with a solar panel. Again, you can hang them off of your balcony and charge them with a solar panel. I don't feel the need to have solar panels because I have two of these, and you can see they show you how many watts you're inputting when you're charging and how many watts you're outputting when you're charging. Mine are both charged right now to about 99% because I've been charging up my lights. They have quick charging, so they have fan in here if you want to charge it fast charge. The fan comes on. They also have an app that easily goes into your phone where you can monitor your power banks by looking at your cell phone, in case you have them on the floor and you don't want to bend down and get to them on the floor. You have 2 USB ports, and this is where I like to charge all my little lights and fans or whatever. They draw a very small amount. Let me see. Oh, there we go. So both of these USB lanterns that I use to light up my apartment, they're only drawing 2 watts to recharge. So that's pretty, that's hardly anything. And also, just like this fan, let's see if we can. Might not have the right cord. Yes. Well, I think this fan is fully charged. But let's just see. Yeah, it's fully charged. And so it's not even drawing a current. But I think if the fan needs to be recharged, it only draws about 4 watts. So you can use one of these power banks to charge this fan many times. If your power was out for a couple of days, you could charge this fan, or several. I have several. Also, on the top of here is a wireless phone charging bank, so you can just set your phone on there and charge your phone that way as well. But at any given time, light back up here, you could be charging 2 USBs. It also has a 12 volt outlet, so you could plug in, you could be charging 3 devices: a cell phone, your lights, your fans, whatever. And then you also have a light on there, so if you need to carry this into a room and you don't have power, you can turn on your light. It has a low and a bright. You can see that light's using on high, it's only using 2 watts. On the emergency setting, it's only using 1 watt. So now you could use one of these Bluetti 600 watt power banks, and I don't quite think it would power your refrigerator in your kitchen. It might. That's getting up to the upper end of it. But if you had like a portable electric cooler and you wanted to keep that nearby so you could move your perishables into your portable electric cooler, but it will definitely power, if you've seen one of those 1.5 to 2 cubic foot refrigerator freezers that you would put in a garage or a game room or whatever, this will power one of those easily for 4 to 6 hours. So you could move some of your food and into a refrigerator, or you could make ice. Or if you had a portable ice maker, you could make ice. I need to get one of those because especially if the power's out and it's hot, I need to have ice around. You could use this on a coffee maker. Some small excuse me, mechanical tools, this isn't quite enough power for that. But if you have 2 of these, you really, unless the power goes out for more than 2 or 3 days, you can at least use these to power your essential items. And I already said why do I have 2 is because I want to be able to run my computer and my Wi-Fi. Now, if you really want something serious, you could go to like a 2,000 watt power bank, and that would probably do your refrigerator and maybe a large screen TV. But again, you don't want to be using these. You could use these to plug in your light, but you're really, if you're using your USB light, you're a lot more economical. But you can do it if you need to, and you can also plug in your coffee maker. A low wattage cooktop would probably work in here pretty well. You start getting over 600 watts. A lot of your cooktops are like 800 watts or better, but they do make some that are in the 400 watt range. So you just need to pay attention to what you're plugging into here. If it's draws more than 600 watts, or if the combination of what you're plugging in draws more than 600 watts, you're probably going to trip the circuit breaker, and you're not going to be using your backup power very efficiently. So see if I've covered everything with this. Oh, a lot of people, especially if they're like like campers or they're living in vehicles or whatever, they tend to like the Jackeries. That's a good name brand. I'm a fan of Bluetti for a number of reasons. You can go out there and look around and buy a Chinese knockoff somewhat cheaper. These are right now, these are in the $200 range, so that's a really good deal. They've come down because they're not making this particular model, but this is readily available on Amazon and eBay in the $200 range. Okay, so here's where I got my my power stations on Amazon. The price is coming down on the particular one that I have because I don't think Bluetti makes this model anymore, but they have an updated version of it. But Bluetti is a power generator that has a great name. They have good duty cycles. I believe this battery can be recharged 3,000 times or in that vicinity. And it is $198 currently on Amazon. If you have Prime, it's free delivery, and these are kind of heavy, so if you don't have Prime, you're probably going to pay, I'd say around $30 to have it delivered. But really, if the power goes out here at Alders for more than, a couple hours, you're going to want to have this kind of a solution for recharging your rechargeable devices. Also, you can see, well, I'm going to show you mine, but I just want to show you where I got it and about how much it costs. But if you wanted something bigger for your apartment that would give you a little bit more reserve, again, keep in mind, if you've got that modem in the closet, you're either going to be running an extension cord to your backup to the modem to get to your TV or your computer, or else you want to have one of these to go in your closet and one of these to put near your monitor or your TV. But these have a good duty cycle. I think they can be recharged in the neighborhood of 3,000 times. And what I found disappointing when I bought a cheap Chinese knockoff, the duty cycle was hundreds of times and not thousands of times. So you guys, I live here at Alders. Hopefully this video, I am not an expert in this, I'm just kind of shooting from the hip here. Hopefully I've given you enough information to help you at least think about some of the things you want to have in your apartment. But the better you are prepared, the less misery you're going to suffer when the power goes out, especially if it goes out for, hours and days. If it goes off for 20 or 30 minutes, you do at least want to be able to charge your phone. Oh, also, you could run a nebulizer or a CPAP machine easily with one of these overnight. You'd probably only use about a third of it. So that's something else to keep in mind, because I know a lot of us here may have breathing issues. So, and if you do, that's a really good reason to have at least one of these on hand. But anyway, like I say, when I saw the WhatsApp message from the safety person this morning, I decided I would make this video because she said you should be prepared in your apartment, and I completely agree. When we first moved here and we had that 3-day power outage, we were not prepared and we suffered some misery. And so that's when I decided, hey, that's not going to happen to me again. And I went out and made sure I had what I needed. I think there's still a few more little things. Like I said, I want to get an ice maker and maybe some kind of a low wattage cooktop. They won't let us have open flames on our patios. And unless you want to be eating canned food, even freeze-dried food, you're going to have to at least be able to boil water. You need to have some kind of ability to heat water, make coffee, power fans, recharge lights, and recharge your phone. So I hope some of you guys found this helpful. I live here, so if you want to ask any more questions or take a look at some of this stuff, I can meet you downstairs and show it to you. And anyway, have a great day, guys, and please know that the missus and I are very fond of our neighbors here at Alders, and so I made this video to hopefully help out. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Think about subscribing to my channel. I do a lot of reviews on food and electronic gizmos and gadgets, and I already have some stuff on there. You might want to surf around a little bit and see what I've already posted. Anyway, God bless y'all. Have a great day.